I just stared at him because I didn't know what else to do. And he slapped me one more time. Hard. I lose my balance. At this point, we're sitting next to each other on the edge of the couch, or I was on the edge of the couch. And I'm all of a sudden realizing that the worst thing has just happened to me that could possibly happen to you. I realized that I wish so much he had said he was joking. Because it didn't hurt. It didn't physically hurt me. I was just sitting there on this carpet, looking at the dirty carpet, wondering how I wound up on this carpet and why I never noticed that the carpet was so filthy before, and I just didn't know what else to do. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to react. I just sat there thinking, how much time do I have till I figure out what I need to do? Because
Mr. Depp, have you ever physically assaulted Miss Heard?
Never.
Have you ever sexually assaulted Miss Heard?
Never. Certainly not.
What have you lost as a result of Miss Heard making these allegations against you?
Nothing less than everything. When the allegations were made, when the allegations were rapidly circling the globe, telling people that I was a drunken, cocaine-fueled menace who beat women suddenly in my 50s, I will live with that for the rest of my life because of the allegations and because it was such a high-profile case. So I lost then, no matter the outcome of this trial. I'll carry that for the rest of my days. It never had to be that way.
he was mad at me for taking the job with James Franco. He hated James Franco and was already accusing me of kind of secretly having a thing with him in my past since we had done Pineapple Express together. It went from asking me about how my kissing scene went or how the sex scene went to asking me what James Franco had done in the scene. He was saying really disgusting things about my body, about how I liked it, just straight up taunting me. He called me a go-getter. He called me a slut. And I slowly get up and move to the front of the plane, and he starts throwing things at me because I'm not answering him. I was looking out of the window, and he slaps my face. My back is turned to him, and I feel this boot in my back. He just kicked me in the back. I thought to myself, I don't know what to do. I can't believe he just kicked me.
Then you went in the house and saw Mr. Depp in the foyer, correct?
Yes, correct.
And Mr. Depp was trying to urinate in the foyer, wasn't he?
No.
Mr. Depp had his penis out of his pants, didn't he?
I think I would remember
Relevance.
seeing Mr. Depp's penis.
I'll allow it. Next question. Just do a split screen so we can start, please. All right.
Why would you use the term monster when communicating with people other than Miss Heard?
Because I heard it all the time. That was her go-to. The monster's here, the monster's back. The monster was, for me, sobriety, because I was plagued by these requests to stop drinking. I have failed. Though when you are constantly in a position to be harassed by your beloved other, what else could I do? I wanted to be numb. I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want to feel that. If anyone had a problem with my drinking at any time in my life, it was me. The only person that I have ever abused in my life is myself.
How did you feel when you saw the op-ed for the first time?
It was like somebody had hit me in the back of the head with a 2x4. If I had done an interview to try to explain myself, it turned into a hit piece.
When did you first learn that Disney was not going to recast you in the Pirates franchise?
Probably 2 or 3 days after this op-ed appeared. Captain Jack Sparrow was a character that I had built from the ground up, having added much of myself, much of my own rewriting of the dialogue and scenes and the jokes. I didn't quite understand how, after that long relationship and quite a successful relationship, certainly for Disney, but that suddenly I was guilty until proven innocent. She threw the large bottle and it made contact and shattered everywhere. I honestly didn't feel the pain at first at all. I felt heat and I felt as if something were dripping down my hand, you know. And then I looked down and realized that the tip of my finger had been severed. I was looking directly at my bone. Blood was just pouring. I don't know what a nervous breakdown feels like, but that's probably the closest that I've ever been. Nothing made sense. And I knew in my mind and in my heart, this is not life. No one should have to go through this.